indicators to teach everyone at home. This time around, it's all about the solar system. Let's take a look.
Hello, fellow homebound humans. My name is Eddie Whistler, director of the Brian Gooding Planetarium at the Museum of Science and History in Jacksonville, Florida. And I'm here today to tell you about lies. Lies that the textbooks are telling you in your science class. I'm sorry, you hate to hear it, but you know it's also kind of cool. You want to know what the lies are. Everybody loves the story about lies in the textbooks. So what are these lies? Well, first of all, this textbook is lying to you. This textbook is lying to you. This textbook is lying to you. And so is this one. And many, many more. How do we know that they're lying to you? Because we know the truth. The textbook makers are lying because they have no choice but to do it. That's what this video is for. And besides, they'll say it in the nice fine print. They'll say, this page is not to scale. So let's talk about scale real quick. Scale is something that's very interesting. Like, everybody knows that this is a representation of a hot sports car. And everybody knows that this is a real sports car. This
Good morning.
is a smaller version of this. And this is a bigger version of this. Everybody recognizes that these are representations. Well, I'm going to show you a representation of something that we are all very familiar with and, like I said, that the textbooks are lying to you about. First thing that I need to do is get into something a little bit more comfortable. So, allow me to change my clothes, if you will. No nudity, though. Here we go. Ready? Works every time. Scale. This is not the real size of the sun. Of course not. The sun is gigantic. It's a huge globe of burning hotness out there in the middle of space. And that's about as technical as I can get. It's not the real size. But you know what? We could pretend that the sun was this size. If the sun was indeed the size of what you see right here, then the Earth, in comparison, would be much smaller than even just a little bright orange and yellow spot right there. The Earth is a certain size compared to the sun, so no matter how big we make the sun, we know that the Earth would be smaller than the sun. We can play with scale like that. So, what are the textbooks lying about? They're lying about our solar system. And we said it's not their fault, because there's no way to represent the solar system in a textbook that is accurate. That's why I have this thing. I love it because it's gaudy and it's orange and we can have fun with it. And I'll show you what it's for in just a second. So we're here. We're going to show you the solar system. I've elicited a little bit of help from that guy right there. And EJ, show him the orange thing. Let's get to work. This is my receipt tape solar system. If you were to take the sun out there in space and scale it down to the size of a penny, this is what you'd get. A circle or a globe 3/4 of an inch across. Speaking of suns. Okay, back to the topic at hand. How big and how far away are all of the different planets in our solar system if the sun was only 3/4 of an inch in diameter? That's what this receipt tape model is for. Let's investigate closer. Okay, we don't have to travel all that far, on our receipt tape at least, before we get to our first planet, the swiftest of all the planets, Mercury. Don't get me wrong, you don't want to walk or drive the 35 million miles from the sun to Mercury, but on our scale, when the sun is only 0.75 inches, Mercury is just over 2.5 feet distant. And it's represented by this tiny little dot right here. It's a small planet as planets go. It's about the size of Earth's core. You could fit nearly 3 Mercuries shoulder to shoulder and go one time across Earth's diameter. As we've seen, Mercury's size is represented by a dot on our receipt tape. But even I am having to lie to you. That dot is way too big. Mercury's real diameter would be the length of a paramecium. So how do I know all of this about the scale of our solar system? I could have worked it out with math, but I want to show you a shortcut and something that can be really fun to play with. Now, the Exploratorium is an amazing museum in San Francisco, and they've put an awesome and simple web page out for all of us to be able to use. Just Google Build a Solar System Exploratorium, and you're there. So just enter in right here, let's say 0.75 inches, press calculate, and you'll see automatically it fills in the relative sizes of all the different planets and the distances that those planets are from our sun if it was 0.75 inches. It also gives you some information about how far a light year is and how far it would be to the nearest stars and galaxies and how big stars are and how small the smallest ones are. Just check it out. It's fun to really play with. Hello, sun. Okay, so we're not going to waste our time with all of the different planets in our solar system. Waste our time, I said. But we are going to make our way all the way to the most distant planet in our solar system, way out, 202 feet away. I'm even having difficulty finding it. There it is. Boom! Neptune. You thought I was going to say Pluto, didn't you? I kid Pluto. The sun. We are way out here. Imagine being that far away from a penny. Anyways, I hear ya. Fine. We'll make our way to Pluto. Let me just unroll. We ran out of park. Okay. So, what do I do now? You'll just have to trust me. It's even farther away. And so what about the next nearest star, you might ask? Well, on a scale where our sun is the size of a penny, the next nearest penny is 353 miles in that direction. That's about a 6-hour drive. Space, it turns out, is really well named. So there you go. The solar system is way more vast than we normally think. And receipt tape is a great way to make that come to life. No wonder, I feel very bad for those poor textbook writers who have to try and convey all of that information on their teeny weeny little page. That's not the only thing that receipt tape can be used for. Here's another model. Scale down the size of the Earth and all of the different layers of the Earth. You can see there the crust of the Earth, and that's its accurate thickness. and the deepest depths of the ocean called the Challenger Deep, and the average depth of the ocean, and the deepest hole that humans have ever drilled, and the top of the largest mountain, and all of the different layers and their thicknesses of the atmosphere. And it goes deep into the earth, further through the mantle, into the outer core, into the middle of the planet, and then on through to the other side. I want you, this is my challenge, I want you to create your own receipt tape scale model. It could be about anything that you find interesting. I have another one that's the scale of the history of the universe. I want to build one also that shows the scale of visible light compared to all of the other wavelengths of light that exist. Make your own. Make a video. Send us pictures. I want to see what you got. And other than that, I hope that this video has just kind of inspired you a little bit to look up at the nighttime sky and wonder, with now some sense of accuracy, how far away those planets are. Venus is readily seen. Jupiter oftentimes is seen. Saturn, Mars, these planets that are in our solar system are out there. View them for yourself. And I also hope that this has increased your appreciation just a little bit in the power of scale models to bring to life these realities that are around us every single day in this amazing universe. That's about it. Bye. Hi, everybody. I just wanted to pop in here at the end of the video in order to ask for your help. If you enjoyed this video and some of the other content that you might have checked out from MOSH Connect, then donate $1, $2, $5, $10,000. It would help us further our mission, and that mission is to inspire the joy of lifelong learning by bringing to life the sciences and regional history. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much, and we'll see you sometime soon, or you'll see us in another video. Bye.